Al-Fayoum is a city in Middle Egypt, located 100 kilometers southwest of Cairo, in the Faiyum Oasis. It is the capital of the modern Faiyum Governorate, originally called Shedet in ancient Egypt. The Greeks called it Crocodilopolis, the Romans Arsinoë. It is one of Egypt's oldest cities due to its strategic location. Name and etymology. Its name in English is also spelled as Faiyum, Al-Fayoum or El-Fayoum. Faiyum was previously officially named Madinah El-Fayoum. The name Faiyum may also refer to the Faiyum Oasis, although it is commonly used by Egyptians today to refer to the city. The modern name of the city comes from Coptic Epim, meaning the sea of the lake, which in turn comes from late Egyptian Pym of the same meaning, a reference to the nearby Lake Moeris. The extinct elephant ancestor Faiyum was named after it. Ancient history. Archaeological evidence has found occupations around the Faiyum dating back to at least the Epipaleolithic period. The Middle Holocene occupations of the area are most widely studied on the north shore of Lake Caron, where Catton, Thompson and Gardner did a number of excavations of Epipaleolithic and Neolithic sites, as well as a general survey of the area. Recently the area has been further investigated by a team from the UCLA UOA Faiyum project. In the Pharaonic era, the city now called Medinah El-Fayoum was called Shedet. It was the most significant center of the cult of Sobek, the crocodile god. In consequence, the Greeks named it Crocodilopolis, Crocodile City, from the particular reverence paid by its inhabitants to crocodiles. The city worshipped a tamed sacred crocodile, named Petsuchos, that was adorned with gold and gem pendants. The crocodile lived in a special temple pond and was fed by the priests with food provided by visitors. When the Petsuchos died, it was replaced by another. Under the Ptolemies, the city was for a while called Ptolemy Euergetus. Ptolemy II Philadelphus rechristened the city Arsinoë and the whole nome after the name of his sister and wife Arsinoë, whom he deified after her death, if not before. Under the Roman Empire, Arsinoë became part of the province of Arcadia Aegypti. To distinguish it from other cities of the same name, it was called Arsinoë in Arcadia. With the arrival of Christianity, Arsinoë became the seat of a bishopric of Suffragan of the Oxyrhynchus, the capital of the province and the metropolitan see. Lequin gives the names of several bishops of Arsinoë, nearly all of them associated with one heresy or another. The Catholic Church, considering Arsinoë in Arcadia to be no longer a residential bishopric, lists it as a titular see. Modern city. Faiyum has several large bazaars, mosques, baths and a much-frequented weekly market. The canal called Bahr Youssef runs through the city, its banks lined with houses. There are two bridges over the river, one of 3 arches, which carries the main street and bazaar, and one of 2 arches, over which is built the Qaid Bey Mosque, that was a gift from his wife to honor the Mamluk Sultan in Faiyum. Mounds north of the city mark the site of Arsinoë, known to the ancient Greeks as Crocodilopolis, where in ancient times the sacred crocodile kept in Lake Moeris was worshipped. The center of the city is on the canal, with the 4 water wheels that are adopted by the Governorate of Faiyum as its national symbol. The chariots and bazaars are easy to spot. Faiyum mummy portraits. Faiyum is the source of some famous death masks and mummy portraits painted during the Roman occupation of the area. The Egyptians continued the practice of burying the dead, despite the Roman preference for cremation. While under the control of the Roman Empire, Egyptian death masks were painted on wood in a pigmented wax technique called encaustic. The Faiyum mummy portraits represent this technique, while commonly believed to represent Greek settlers in Egypt. The Faiyum portraits instead reflect the complex synthesis of the predominant Egyptian culture and that of the elite Greek minority in the city. Main sites. Hanging Mosque, built under the Ottoman rule over Egypt. Hawara Archaeological Site 27 kilometers from the city. Lafan Pyramids 4 kilometers outside the city. Qaitbay Mosque in the city, and was built by the wife of the Mamluk Sultan Qaitbay. Qasr Aaron 44 kilometers from the city. Wadi El Rayyan or Wadi Rayyan, of the largest waterfalls in Egypt, around 50 kilometers from the city. Wadi El Hatan Valley of Wales Template is a paleontological site in the Al-Fayoum Governorate of Egypt, some 150 kilometers southwest of Cairo. It was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Climate. Köppen Geiger climate classification system classifies its climate as hot desert. The highest record temperatures was 46 degrees Celsius on June 13, 1965, and the lowest record temperature was 2 degrees Celsius on January 8, 1966. Notable people. Tefta Koko, well-known Albanian singer, was born in Faiyum, where her family lived at the time. Saadia Gaon, the influential Jewish teacher of the early 10th century, was originally from Faiyum, and often called Al-Fayoum. Youssef Wahabi, a notable Egyptian actor, well known for his influence on the development of Egyptian cinema and theatre. Gallery.